Ladies and gentlemen,
What the fuck is up, y'all?
welcome.
Oi.
It's gonna be a good night.
Selecta.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Producer Lounge, episode 75. Oh, it's beautiful. This is brought to you by Always 400, of course. I know, dude. Sheesh. Our podcast show here is about music production, folks. We're going to sit here and shoot the shit, you know?
That's right.
As they call it.
Talking shop.
Talking shop, that's another way to put it. Yeah. We're just going to be hanging out. We got two homies here today, special for you guys. This is Shady Jones.
Oh.
Oi. Oi, brother, what's going on then, yeah?
Hey, brother. Welcome back to the show, you know?
Yeah.
How you been?
Thanks for having us.
Golden.
Yeah.
We're
Good.
great.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shining bright.
You guys
Yeah.
came from a studio-ish sesh. It was a little bit of a more of a managerial meeting, but
Yeah.
getting shit done.
Yeah. You got to have those admin days,
Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
but we got ideas together.
That's good.
Didn't really apply them, but
Yeah,
we'll get there.
We looked at a planner for like an hour.
Sounds about right.
Forgot to send the email. We needed to.
Yeah,
and
and
send
then
that email.
That's how it goes sometimes.
forgot to do the one thing you needed
Yeah,
to do.
everything
before you-
else. We got everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
You did your homework, but you forgot it at home.
we're tired.
My
We
dog
played
ate
a
it.
festival
My
this
dog-
weekend.
yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, some fast homies, these guys for us. Just
Expedited.
random meeting, quick, easy,
Boom, here we are.
They've been killing the mixing.
beautiful.
You're welcome.
Absolutely smashing it.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Absolutely.
I was pretty stoked when that second one came back with no revisions. I was like,
Oh.
That's an
I
A
knew
plus.
it. I knew
That's someone that did their homework.
amazing.
yeah. I mean, I try like it's better than the first one I did. So, you know,
Nailed it.
you probably would have had some revisions for the first three.
Oh,
but
right.
Close.
Fourth one, the charm.
There wouldn't have been
I guess.
revisions on the other one, I imagine, if I had bounced the stems correctly.
Well,
yeah,
You know what?
Because we're big
This
dumb
whole
idiots.
process is a,
it's
you
the
know, if
learning
we
curve.
were actual, like, full-scale pros at that, we would offer a service. And coming soon.
coming soon,
To
to
be
theater
continued.
near you.
We'll see. We'll mix your tunes maybe for a price. Who knows?
Yeah, if they're good enough. Your guys are good enough for us to mix.
True.
So, you know,
Mad respect.
that helps.
Preach.
Yeah, feel free to just keep sending your tracks back to these guys like 10, 20 times just to fuck with them. That'd be great. Yeah.
Right.
Did
Not
you hear
quite,
that thing
not
in
quite.
47 seconds?
I feel like
Yeah,
there's
you
a-
got to put
Hear
us
the
in our
duck
place
whistle?
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just like, not good. Pass.
try
This is
again.
literally worse than before.
Try
Just
again.
redo.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and just give it a little more heart next time?
I kind of feel like you could.
10
Did you
laps.
even try?
Right,
Come on.
right.
Let's do some laps.
Take at least a couple passes. I
Right.
don't know what you did there.
That was god awful. Anyways, that's music production, right? Talking about mixing tracks.
That's right.
So I have a tip of the week.
Let's hear it.
It's
Let's
it's real simple, folks. This one you can do at home with us right now. Wow! I know. So, if you want to put reverb on a sound or into your mix or whatever, and you're thinking, you're like, all right, do I want a big reverb, small reverb? That's all fun and good, but you can make it sound farther away or closer with just a couple EQ tricks. And basically, the farther away, the darker, well, just the more band passed technically it is. So if your close one is really bright and open, as a reverb is getting farther away, you slowly decrease how many highs and lows are coming out of the reverb. And it will
Right.
just magically fucking make that shit far away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have to
Sit
be
back.
drastic. You can have fun making it drastic as fuck if you want, but it's really like in the subtle touch of it just slowly getting darker as it gets farther away, which is fucking
That's interesting.
True.
it's the sauce.
True.
You can
Damn.
try it, folks. Try it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Oh,
little
that.
compression will go a long way in that situation.
That's true too.
Compress the
Mhm.
shit out of
That's
that
level-
far away.
Level 2.
That is
Yeah.
level 2.
That's level 2, the tip of the week. And the farther away, the
2
more
tips.
it is compressed.
Oh shit! Double your
Buy one,
trouble,
get one.
baby.
Tip double stuff, dude.
And then why stop at 2 at that point? Maybe get a third one in there, a little bit darker, a little bit further
Exactly,
back,
exactly.
a bigger space.
How would you do that?
Just keep
What's the third tip?
keep darkening it. Oh,
Yeah.
third tip. I don't know. I thought he was
More
talking about
compression,
third reverb.
limit
Third
it
level.
down. Maybe a little more pre-delay on this one. It reflects a
Oh.
little bit later.
That's a good one.
I know.
Oh,
Caleb.
I know a third level we could do. You could add different delays to each space. So your closer one has a little bit more of a slap back kind of happening. Your farther one, you give it slightly more feedback and a little bit more of a pre-delay. So it's kind of bouncing around a little bit more, but not a lot.
there you go.
And all of these are still getting EQ'd and compressed.
You almost need more randomness on the delay for the
Yeah,
further one
right, correct.
away.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause
You could even
it's-
have a little bit of fun with the EQ shape and add some like random little peaks and valleys just
You
to
could. Right, to
sculpt
represent
the reverb a little bit
represent
more.
a room happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
maybe the
Mm.
room as you get further back, it starts like going
Acting
into like
obstacles.
a weird.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
there's a
Acting
pillar
obstacles.
over here on
Exactly.
the
Right.
left.
I like that.
That's
so
kinda
pillar
cool.
keeps it from reflecting.
There's some heads in
correct.
this
Throw
building.
it on.
Let's
a-
go, let's go.
throw it
Dip.
through a-
Right, right,
Might
exactly.
throw it in
I
a
like that.
flow on the EQ points.
Yeah.
There's a stairwell over
Boom,
there on
yeah.
the left side.
Mhm.
It really fucks with the fucking noise.
Yeah.
Just eating it up. Vortex.
Maybe the room's like an L shape, and the back one like
Oh,
goes left a little hard.
That's gross. Now we're talking real fucking detailed. That I'll get into, but now we're encroaching on like gross land.
It's
like
not gross. It's
we
fun.
are
Producing in porta potties.
Yeah.
Or producing in like 3
That's
dimensions
the shit.
only using reverb and EQ, and you have like 30 EQs. And you're like, can you hear it? Can you hear it coming from the left? And then it turns, and you can hear it a little bit louder. Like, listen, it's a room, bro. You know,
What if you want some like weird, fucked up psychedelic room though, Caleb?
nobody's.
You
The
gotta
problem
play.
is nobody's gonna notice it.
Nah, probably not.
That's the thing. Like, nobody in
It'll
the
happen.
club is like, was
Oh.
that thrown into an L? What, bro? Like, nobody's thinking that. You know?
Okay, yeah. So I
I
guess in
am.
like a club setting, maybe it's not the best move, but like for
It-
at-home
like a
studio or
lounge,
headphones,
Like a
5'1".
L-shaped lounge.
Right.
Then it really marinates
Pops.
on everybody, and they're
Yeah.
like,
So
"Oh my
funny.
god, this was produced for
For
this
this
place."
room, right.
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
the
that'd be
L
sick.
room, yeah.
The L,
I mean-
the L lounge.
The
This,
L
I mean, this leads very
It's just called the
well
lounge.
Do you think
into
there are L-shaped couches in L lounge?
L-shaped
Yeah.
couch.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
1000% chance
All
of
day.
that.
You think so?
Everything is L themed.
Is
The
it
drinks
L7
are just like
wieners
L
is what
cups.
it's
Oh.
called.
And there's a
We
there's
start
a
the L
Tetris,
lounge.
a Tetris machine in the back, but every piece is just the L. Constantly.
That's a concept.
That's epic.
I could get behind
Concept
that.
bar, dude. Concept
Honestly,
club.
no chance I'm doing the L lounge. I'm doing the dub lounge.
Right.
W.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's right.
We out
Because
there.
we never lose.
Oh, you send
No.
it back and then it comes back up. but,
All
like,
we do is
to
win.
the side.
The W lounge. The
It's just all
worst,
pan to the right. and
worst
all pan-
acoustics ever.
Yeah.
Right. Where do you put
You
the?
only hear half the sound on one side.
What you could do is
Separate the speakers.
right here in between my thumbs, where the mic is right now. That's
Oh.
the stage.
Yes.
So there's no
Mhm.
wall there. It's just the stage is raised on this square.
And then the
Ah.
speakers are in the corners.
Right.
Just,
Right.
just getting launched through the W.
Yeah.
Damn.
Actually might work.
That'd be kind of cool.
Hmm.
Or you could have the speakers pointing back at the end of the W, facing the stage,
Oh, yeah.
which would be kind of nice.
if you're the DJ.
Yeah, you
For
as
a
a
booth,
DJ,
yeah.
you're just like
Yeah, booth.
Yeah. And then it would force everyone
The
to be
club
as close to you
is
as
the booth.
possible.
correct.
No space in between the DJ and the
Right.
dance floor.
Right, which would be sick.
Boiler rooms kind of
Yes,
set up.
Exactly.
I could get behind
Dude,
that.
100%.
Okay,
Everybody
okay,
loves the
okay.
boiler room vibe, and
Yeah.
not enough people
Knows-
do it.
Right.
An architect to make this happen. Well, you guys did a great job in here. I don't know, like serious.
I mean,
We're basically architects after this.
I would
yeah.
say,
we did the best we could with what we had. You know?
and it's popping.
Thank you.
Pioneer.
It's
We
sick.
it's one of the reasons we picked this house because we're like that bar downstairs.
Yeah.
Just
Turn
too
that into a
perfect.
fucking podcast.
There's
studio.
that and the
Mhm.
30,000 rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
make
7
it worth
bedrooms.
it. Yeah.
Little bed and breakfast.
Right. Everybody has a studio. Everybody has a bedroom.
That's
Yeah.
rad.
And
Like-
we have a podcast studio.
Yeah, and a podcast studio.
So sick.
It's crazy.
Well done.
We got
It's a
lucky.
5 studio house.
It's fucking. If I saw this as a kid, I'd be like,
Oh my god, right?
All the gear? Like what?
Especially with
You
these
know?
sweet decorations.
Like,
Oh.
why
Sure.
don't they have a pool table?
Right.
This is a real
what my-
pumpkin.
Dude,
It is a real pumpkin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
perfectly shaped.
Perfect. It's perfect
beautiful.
pumpkin.
Real spider over there
Definitely
too.
Nice on camera.
Yeah.
Definitely not drugs inside of it.
Station.
The drug pinata pumpkin.
My favorite is like the parents that are like, "Don't trick or treat because there's gonna be
Gotta say,
I'm a
drugs in
texture
it."
boy.
Like, what do you mean? Like drugs are expensive.
Right,
Like,
yeah, come
We're
on.
putting that shit in candy.
Also, it is
Dude, yeah,
sugar.
right?
For it's free? Drugs.
It is
Right.
drugs. By,
It's all
you know,
drugs.
by
Yeah,
all
it's
intents
legal.
and purposes. But yeah, I don't know who the fuck would be like, dude, let's
get
guess
these
these
fucking
candies
kids.
Yeah.
and not eat them all ourselves.
Exactly. It makes zero sense.
Yeah, none. Even for
We're
a
gonna
druggie.
poison
like,
the children.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's like, if you go to a barbecue, you're like, I don't want to bite this pulled pork sandwich because it's gonna have drugs in it. You know, like that's the same concept.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I remember having
I
like
would eat that shit.
You got to be careful
No,
with
you-
those pulled pork sandwiches,
okay,
though.
a
Yeah.
veggie burger.
Every once in a while, they put a little Xan in there.
Skip that too.
Xannies. In
Yeah.
here in Colorado, we do a thing called Friendsgiving, where everybody fucking brings medical food, if you will. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's
wait,
all
wait.
dosed. One of the last years I did it with some friends, we had just a tincture spray that you just spray on shit, and it just automatically makes it like 10 milligrams, 50 milligrams, 75 milligrams.
You're on the Dark Star.
Right. So everything was just sprayed, and it was just fucking such a shit show, dude.
Yeah.
I bet.
It's such a shit show.
I'm sure everything was consumed too, because
Right, but it's also like everything had a tinge of like
You just like,
fucking
why am I still getting
drug.
hungry? What's going on?
like you could taste it the whole time. You're like, kind of wish this turkey just the
Tasted
skin
like
was
tar.
normal
Oh,
turkey,
I
not like
know.
marijuana
I
turkey.
know.
Ah.
It sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not as like just let me smoke some weed
Yeah.
and then let's eat.
I'll eat a gummy.
like we did
Or that.
around our parents. You know, like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I'm gonna go take a walk with Uncle
Chip.
Yeah, right.
Joe.
Exactly.
We'll be back in
Joe.
20.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just always me and the cousins like bouncing away, then coming back, and all the parents being like, "Fuck you guys! Why are you doing this?" And then just fights.
Just throw
Right.
them off when you invite them and be like, "Hey, you want to come out back with us and just see what happens?"
Right.
Is that what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving? It's coming up.
No.
No,
No.
But
I mean a
Maybe.
friendsgiving sounds fine.
Maybe.
To
yeah,
me.
yeah, I'm down to have a
Always.
Friendsgiving, but just without
the marijuana part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you live and you learn, dude.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
Indeed.
skipped that part.
You got a fun story out of it?
Fair. Yeah, and plenty of forgettable ones because I'm sure something happened at each one, but you're so loaded. You're
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
You're on fucking Uranus, dude. Can't even taste the food from that far. You're like,
You cannot
you know,
taste
you're
the
in
food
you're
from
in deep
Uranus.
space, dude. You are in deep space. You know, like not shallow space, deep space. You know,
Okay, speaking of space,
boom. He got it. He caught it. I
That's
fucking.
Smooth.
I was like, is he gonna?
thank you. I
fucking
know.
Get it?
I know.
No,
It's
bad.
Just Hail Married it.
it's fine. So I got a field recorder for my birthday,
Let's go.
Oh,
and
When's your birthday?
the 29th of September.
Happy belated.
birthday.
Thank you. I'm old as fuck. So
He's 14.
the kids don't need to know. So I got a field recorder, and my idea was I would use it to make kind of my own reverb for my tunes. So first thing I did was pull up a new tune that I had in the garage outside, and then I put the field recorder right in the middle of the room and recorded, and then I brought it back into the DAW and set it there as if it was like a reverb send almost, and it is sick as fuck.
Damn.
It's so sick. It's like it's reverb, but it's also like really dry.
Yeah, it's super tight.
Yeah.
It's like interestingly dry, and like I have it at a volume where it's kind of just like barely there, but you take it away and you're like, oh, it's like way less.
Full.
Like
Yeah.
exactly.
That's cool.
Fucking epic,
Yeah, it's
man.
Cool idea.
pretty fucking dope.
So you're
Mhm.
filling all the empty spaces with like your
Right, with
your
that
main
atmosphere.
goal
Right,
with that.
which I do that anyway. I'll have a reverb send that's front and back,
Mm-hmm.
and try and send things. Which the next level of it will be, I'm gonna print out like what I think should be more present in the front as
Okay.
a singular track, and then I'm gonna print out what I think should be more in the back as a singular track, and then record them in that way. So have one where the mic's in the middle of the garage, and then one where I stick it like down the driveway,
Mm-hmm.
which
Dang.
links
Right.
to my dithering thing I was telling you guys
Okay.
about. So here's the thought. When you put a microphone at the end of your driveway and you play music at it and it's the far away thing,
Right.
a lot of the noise you're going to get is just outside noise, which is high end
Birds
And, like,
chirping.
chirping and
Cars
random,
driving
like,
by.
hopefully not any cars driving by. I'm
But-
gonna shoot for no
Use your
cars.
time well. No
Right.
4
But-
o'clock in Denver.
Yeah, I know exactly. Exactly. I need to like. Anyway, you're gonna hear some. There's gonna be the
You can just
noise
do it
of
in the
like
middle
the
of the night.
distance. Traffic. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not in
Yeah,
the
blast
middle of
music.
I mean, you're
out
putting-
of
you
your
do it
garage.
one time, it's fine.
You're
The
putting
neighbors
these
can't
sounds,
complain that
the night. Do it
much.
at 11 o'clock on a Friday. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Or on a
they
Monday.
don't care.
But they're
Fuck 'em.
sitting so subtly in the back. Right.
Right,
This
the
not
idea
like a
is, like,
forward.
The back reverb, like the far away sound, is still gonna have the. Maybe it doesn't work very well, but I like the thought process. I haven't tried this out yet, but I like the idea of it's like you have all this noise from the far away as well,
Mm-hmm.
but
Maybe you could.
it
stick
technically
a-
might not work.
Maybe
right.
you could stick a speaker up on top of the staircase and stick the field recorder here, and then you can get the L.
Dude, oh my
I was
god,
think-
we're
I was
back.
Full circle moment. Full circle moment.
Oh my
I was
God.
thinking about that with the L's. I was like
Let's
holding it
go.
back
That's
because I was
so
like, I
good.
can't. I
Right.
haven't brought this up yet, but
Yeah.
you were right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is maybe the move for getting the L-shaped room. Is you just record an L-shaped room.
That one's a fun L too because it's like down and then up L.
Ooh, we're getting
get-
3-dimensional.
Dude,
3 dimensions.
We're-
it gets
Bam,
crazy at that point.
Can you do that in Blender?
I bet he could.
Very good.
I bet he could.
Very good. That shit was
what,
crazy.
What, make an
I
L-shaped
was like,
room?
what?
Yeah.
I spent 4 hours making a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
They look like shit.
Dude, honestly, that's probably way harder because you're probably fine tuning all the edges and shit.
Or we-
Mine was just
we
a bunch
tried.
of simple
Couldn't even
shapes everywhere
find
with
the
color.
button.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked like somebody,
Welcome to
like when we
Blender.
tried to fine tune those, it looked like somebody had stepped on the sunglasses. So it was like counterproductive.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Baby steps.
It takes a long time to learn any of these
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Especially
I mean,
with Blender, it feels like
amount
so
of-
like counterintuitive, or at least, well, maybe not counterintuitive, but it just looks like weird.
Yeah, that's
And
how I
you're like,
felt
what
about
is all
Ableton.
this?
Like transitioning from Logic to Ableton, I was like scared.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fair.
Like, what like German dude in a subway came up with this shit? Like, and it just turned me off from ever like actually giving it a shot. And then like once I like dove in with someone who knew it, it was much easier.
Right.
And it actually like reinforced this idea of like actually didn't quite know as much of what I thought I knew.
Right.
Oh,
Sure.
And like how stripped back it is and like how not pretty it is, it like makes you really like concentrate on
Right.
like,
You have
what
to
It's a-
do everything.
It's a lab.
You also
Mhm.
need
It's
to,
a
the hardest
sterile
part
lab.
is like unlearning what you know. like-
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Logic, I'm sure, much like Machine, which I started with, which is not a DAW, and I would never recommend to anybody starting at doing. But unlearning what you've learned, unlearning that, and
Right,
then trying
exactly.
to apply that is just like, it's tough because you just like, all right, fresh
It's
start.
like another thing.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just reps. It's just
Yeah.
reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. We had the same thing. We switched from Ableton to Bitwig, and
That shit's cool.
it took quite a while for us to get like in the actual groove. Like
Right.
Yeah.
it was like a couple weeks to be like pretty understanding of what's going on, but then like 6 months was like now I'm like flowing with it a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
more.
now-
You're used
now
to
I
the
barely-
key commands more.
I
and-
barely remember using. I mean, I remember
I
using
know.
Ableton,
Me
but
too.
but I'm like, I feel like I've been using Bitwig forever now.
Yeah.
Like I
right?
think of a song, and then I'm like, did I make this in Bitwig or Ableton? And it's really easy to think about if it's an older song.
Right.
But sometimes I pull up a song and I'm like, yeah, this is in.
Gotta be Bitwig.
Yeah,
right?
and then I pull it up. I'm like, yeah, this is in Bitwig, which is it just blows my mind because I basically deleted every song I made in Ableton for the
So you
last
come
like
up
2
on it.
years
Yeah.
somehow.
Would you say that your sound's cleaner with Bitwig?
Mm.
Not
That's
necessarily.
not fair.
Yeah, not necessarily.
It's a
it
tough
is.
question. I know.
It is cleaner.
It is cleaner, but I
But
could have gotten this clean on Ableton
He's
too.
just
I think.
more experienced now.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah.
You've also gotten like way better at mixing in the time you have been
Right,
using
like these
Bitwig.
last like 8 months have been huge.
Yeah.
I think
forgot
it's
that
more
Time isn't
creative.
constant.
Right.
I think you get the boost on the creative.
Yeah.
My
with
sound
Bitwig.
has evolved in a way that I enjoy since I've been using Bitwig, so that's nice.
Mm.
That's how I feel about Ableton because when I switched over, but I think it's what it kind of like challenged me to reapproach basic concepts.
Yeah.
Right,
So it's
right.
like
Mhm.
once you like get that all concrete, then you're like, all right, now I'm adding in the creative elements, and then boom, like you're just growing constantly.
Yeah, you're using things in different ways. Bitwig, I work in
It's
Bitwig
cool.
way different than I work in Ableton.
Yeah, same.
And I was making dope shit in Ableton. It's fine. Like, but this gave me a fresh, like, I can find, I finally have like inspiration instead of just like, I've done every fucking Ableton trick in the book for fucking 8 years, you know?
Right,
It's
exactly.
a nightmare.
Yeah,
At
you
some
start
point,
just-
you're just like, what am I even going to do? I've done all the things.
Right.
It feels like, you know?
You get comfortable and you start like building certain habits that you don't even realize you're building.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
your
that
songs are
too.
kind of starting to do the same thing every time, and your sound design's a little the same every time.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck.
Do you
Maybe I
think
should
that
just.
plugins kind of get you out of that by kind of like dipping your toes into
Yeah, they can,
other ones?
for sure.
We were actually talking about that with Vic last week or 2 weeks ago or something. We were talking about like how there's a bunch of like crazy new experimental VSTs coming out that just do like wild random shit. And that
Love
is
that.
definitely helpful because maybe it gives you an idea of like, oh, you can do this thing this way. I've never thought about it like that. But he was kind of arguing the other side of like, you can still like conceptually do anything with any DAW, you know? It's just
Right.
like defining that skill set and pushing yourself. But it's hard as fuck, as we all know.
Something that we've been doing is designing a sound that we know, like we want it to move a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
but to make it distinct, we'll throw it into like an effects kind of ordeal, like,
It does like a beat repeat to
Right,
an
a little
LFO, and then
glitcher.
yeah,
a grain delay with like all sorts of different LFOs attached to
Mhm.
different like parts of it.
Fuck yeah.
Let's
Erosion,
go.
like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and it's just-
resample it.
Yeah, resample
Right.
it.
Yeah.
A mud pie.
Mhm.
Because then you get fresh
That's
sounds
the
every
move.
time. Because it's like you're throwing your sound
pie.
into a
Yeah,
blender.
that's
Mud
what you guys
pie.
call that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a good way to think about
yeah,
it. Yeah.
You throw your sound into a blender, and it's like, this is what you get.
Right.
And like,
And what you do is you just every time you do it, you start adding shit to the blender.
exactly.
You're just like, let's add a fucking really fast reverb that's just distorted as fuck on the high
Exactly.
end, and then just see what happens there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We
Just
have a
fucking-
standard go-to one because it just
Right.
goes nuts. Like
yeah,
there's-
it just goes, it shits the
it's
fuck out.
randomized.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
It's like full random. We took this from Latman.
Yeah.
because he was doing like his repopulating
Idol of ours.
Mars,
Yeah.
Right.
thing with Lee Foss, and yeah, I was just like, oh, that's sick. But like something new that I want to like start adding in has been like the plugins, the Snap Heap.
Oh,
yeah.
the phase
dude.
KiloHearts?
plans.
Face plan.
Yeah, it's because of you guys. Cause
Yeah,
No,
dude.
we've been
That
using the
shit's
shit out of that.
wild.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
go. Let's go.
It's been really cool.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Instead of like
Pay
standard
us,
delays,
KiloHearts.
like instead of standard delays that come stock with Ableton,
Yeah.
we'll throw it in there
Mm-hmm.
and kind of get more personality to the
Right.
to the delay.
And it's so easy to map shit in there and everything, and
Yeah.
just get it going crazy.
That
and
face
shit.
plant is
Tight.
sick, bro.
It's
For sound design.
insane.
I
Dude.
just sit there for like 5 minutes and like I've like designed like multiple wave tables and I'm just having them all do all these weird things and I'm
Right.
like, oh, this is sick. Now I'll throw it through the random thingy.
Right.
Right.
There you go.
Right,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You just got like sauce, and then even for like simple things, like I wanted to like make bongos,
Mm.
right? but I don't have bongos, so I just like
Yeah, you do.
took a desk
You
and
got a desk, dude.
did like a audio recording and
Mhm.
it threw it through like the convulsion reverb
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like put it in a space and like tightened it and it just was
Perfect.
It sounded
Hell
like,
yeah.
Let's
sounded
go.
like real bongos.
Let's go. Sick. Okay.
No, it's great.
Big ups.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's cool. Yeah, so good looks on you guys for,
Yeah,
Dude,
Phase
for
Plan
sharing
is
some
sick.
of those
Killer
little
Hearts.
Yeah.
tricks.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
Shout
look,
out KiloHearts.
I tried out this field recorder trick like this last week, and I'm sharing it because we're
It's
not
fucking
keeping
sick.
secrets around
No,
here, you know.
fuck
No.
No shot.
And that sauce is legit.
Yes.
I cannot wait to do it to every single fucking track.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's epic.
The only thing that pops into
Oh.
my mind is like, is it done? Is the track done? Did I record it too early?
Dude, I know, right? Yeah.
You've got to be so sold
Yeah.
on
You
the
gotta
track.
like,
I don't have an issue with that.
yeah. Once we get it
Yeah.
back from you guys,
And-
then we'll do it.
Yeah, right, right.
But you can record it again and again.
Yeah,
It's not
of
that hard.
course.
You just take the thing out there, you record it real quick. It's
Yeah.
like 2 minutes worth of effort.
That's
Yeah.
true. And I guess
If
you
you
can just
set
keep
it
the
all up.
processing chain. You
Yeah.
We
throw
just
back
make
into the
like
fucking
6.5 minute songs.
thing. Yeah. Some long
Yeah.
boys.
I
damn.
mean,
That's fine.
if
Yeah.
you want that treatment, we could throw an
Lengthy
extra couple
Jones.
dollars on the bill.
Right.
You know, for just like the
premium
extra.
package. It's like when you go to the car wash and there's like 12 different packages. You're like,
That's the wax.
I want my
Why?
car
Yeah,
to
that's
shine.
the wax.
right. The undercar wax, 100%.
Let's go.
I want
want
that. I want
candle
that.
wax?
You
I
want,
want
like,
that
car
garage treatment.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Garage.
yeah, like garage.
Can you throw it in the
I want
garage
the
for
UK
me?
wash, please. Thank you.
Little UK treatment, please.
There's gonna be swing on that shit.
Hell yeah.
Can I have the Brexit bath, please? Thank you.
So you guys were saying you have that crazy rack set up. Are you guys big like rack junkies?
Not really. Like we just like that's Old Faithful. That's like just like
Right.
What do we call it? Fuck.
Well, fuck if that ain't something.
Fuck if that ain't something. And we'll just be like, yeah, we need to throw that through fuck. Like, it's just what
Yeah.
our go-to
Yeah.
Right.
is
That's
now.
incredible.
Fuck that shit. And
Yeah.
it's like da.
Right.
And it's fun to get different elements, and it might not even be where that part specifically sits in the song that we're resampling.
Yeah.
We can get percussive elements out of it too, because it
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
goes like a, and you throw it in the intro.
It's like the
throw it in
best
outro.
thing it's for, honestly, is the percussives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Because
I'll
it
get
gives it
percussives all
texture.
day.
And
What
it's
was so
not
cool, too,
standard
is,
stock
like,
sounds.
Doing it on a kick and because of the redux and like
Mm.
the kind of like beat repeat plus redux, like all that, bit rate shit, it's like making all these like
Evolving.
weird sounds off of something very consistent that's
Mhm.
just driving. So you get a lot of cool like that and like the percussive like hats and like snares. But it works on everything, so it's just like
Mhm.
fuck it, throw that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Throw that shit on everything
Yeah.
Yeah.
and take like little bits and then interesting topic of what you guys were talking to me about last time was like having like these little things like constantly happening is like keeping the speaker moving to
Mm,
like allow
mhm.
the sub to like
The old dither.
Mm.
Right,
the
right.
dither.
Mm-hmm.
Noise and all that kind of
But yeah, more aggressive than dither is nice.
Yeah, hand
But-
dither.
The the speaker with the sub, it's doing this motion.
Right.
The little baby movements just are a really small vibration.
Yeah.
My theory is that having that little vibration makes it easier for it to then go and move and not fucking pop on you.
shit.
And like it just
Ah.
gives it like the love it needs to move in a nice way.
And-
It's like your
so it'll
joints of your
translate.
body.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like anatomy.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a recent theory that I've decided to staple on top of that.
It's lube.
It's
I was just gonna
lube.
say, yeah, it's
It's sound lube.
lubing it up.
It is lube. I think it's lube for your ears too.
100%.
In the club.
Yeah,
Well,
because it's not drastic.
so-
yeah,
That's nice.
So
that's
the-
facts.
What your ears do is your ears have an internal limiter that they can turn down. Like once you start hearing a bunch of loud sounds, your brain, actually it's your brain technically turning down the volume of your ears. That's why it's like hard to hear after a show because the fucking ratio's been cranked by your brain,
Yeah.
so everything's all fucking
Yeah.
quiet as fuck.
Yeah.
Pushing that.
So having that little bit of fuzz in between there keeps it from being so drastic in between hits.
Right.
So it keeps it kind of
The
helps
snares
the
are a
floor.
little less harsh.
Yeah, it helps the floor of your own eardrum kind of
Mhm.
stay at a certain level. I
Ah,
think that's
just giving the
that's
love.
another theory.
It's
Full
giving the
theory.
love to the
I
people.
like that theory.
That makes
But
sense.
I
Honestly.
feel like
Makes sense to me.
I
too.
think it would be easier to listen to a club. Like if you went to
good for the speaker,
just
good for the
a
ear.
club, and you
know what I'm
listen
saying?
to lo-fi beats as loud as you listen to house music, I bet it would be a little bit easier on the ears, just because there's so much just
Yeah.
the whole
Well,
time.
I mean, that's
We do a
another
lot of
trick.
that too.
You know?
Producing trick. I mean, something I learned from
Add
kick
noise.
and bass is just like have something so subtle that you can't
Yeah.
even hear.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
That keeps it moving.
Yeah.
Why not
Little
hear it though? Like
Tape,
Weeks,
Yeah.
tape noise.
Weeks
Yeah.
has been just cranking like
Oh, yeah.
straight
Well,
like
Tapes.
vinyl tape.
A
Like,
thing
let's
with
go.
that-
Oh.
Yeah.
Is-
Which is cool.
It's still quieter than you think, but it's when everything's compressed and limited by the master stage that it's all brought up from the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
So you still got to watch out for it, because I still to this day I'll mix it too loud.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh, I need to fucking tuck this bad boy.
yeah.
It's true.
But
It's all to taste.
it's all the taste, 100%.
you know, more or less noise. Maybe you have 5 noises, as you guys did in the track that I mixed.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like,
Lots
Jesus
of
Christ, what
noise.
level do I put these at? I don't know.
Yeah.
just sitting
That
there like,
I mean, you did a good job.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's up to you, dude.
Have fun.
yeah,
No, I like it though.
Hope you get A+.
I mean, I obviously like noise on tunes. I like it a lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a big
preach
fan
it.
of that shit.
Yeah,
Big texture guys.
that's kind of
Yeah.
like what we're going for, like these glitchy, noisy, like dark tracks that are like very minimal, but like we have a fresh like funk due to this funky dude right here.
Sure.
Mhm.
The hook master
Oh.
Let's go.
himself.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Nah, it's
cheese.
fun. It's a cool blend because we come from 2 different backgrounds
Yeah.
of music.
sure.
Where
Sure.
like I feel you're right. I love me some funk,
Yeah.
but also like
It's
me
in
some
him.
bass house and some tech house. But he's minimal, and combining those two and making it a marriage and working, and just like kind of letting my strengths shine, his strengths shine,
Sure.
and then him teaching me things along the way, and me showing him some of my machine strategies. It kind of just is like this learning process for the both of us, but we are so consistent with it that it's just like progressing in the right
Right.
direction,
Right.
And we're having fun with it.
and we're having fucking
That's
fun.
the
Having
key.
so much fun. Like we're
Yeah.
talking about like super like sex positive shit.
Yeah.
Like we're talking. We have like how many masturbation tracks now?
At least one.
No, 2. Unana is definitely about smacking that fascia. And
Well-
iComputer is
Well, I mean,
You got a
it's-
masturbation
technically
EP
music
coming?
is up for interpretation,
sure.
you can-
No cap.
but
Got a fap.
Fap.
No cap.
Fapping. Fapping.
fab no
Fapping.
cap.
Fap, no cap, dude.
But yeah, I don't know. Like even like in the session when I think about like when we gotta freeze a track, it's like freeze.
Yeah,
Freeze.
We like
We're-
both
we-
put our finger
we'll
guns
go.
up. We're like
Nice.
freeze.
until it's done,
And then
Okay.
we're
and
like,
it's bad mojo if you
If you drop too
Yeah.
early,
throw them in the holster before
Yeah.
they're supposed to.
hey, keep those out.
Yeah.
He might come back.
Yeah.
Careful. Ableton might freeze, and then we got to shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
No,
switch
Yeah,
to
that's the
bit.
next one. You put a little breaking Ableton sound, whatever that
Yeah.
sounds
Right.
Right.
Like a
Right.
pterodactyl.
Like a pterodactyl.
like chewing nails.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Oh,
fucking,
it's a terrible sound.
the fun factor though, dude. It's so goddamn important.
Oh
Yeah.
And you're just like, because that at the end of the day, like, of course, we're all trying to be successful, do a career, fucking meet a bunch of
Yep.
people, do like cool shit, you know. But like
Pussy shit.
shit.
Fun.
the real shit.
We're here to
is
do a
fun.
job.
We're
here-
No, I'm
Fuck
just
that.
kidding. I don't know.
Old
to
man
destroy
Dave
the
over
universe.
Well, I think what it really is.
You
is
children
that-
like to have fun over here. I see how it is.
I haven't smiled in 20 years.
What I think it is that it translates. Like
yeah.
like
right.
people hear it
It's true,
in the
yeah.
music. They're
Totally.
like, wow, these guys had like a good time. Like they can't help but enjoy it more if they hear you enjoying it
Right.
in your
Right,
process.
right.
And you
Totally.
can always tell when somebody's taking it way too seriously,
Yeah.
and that is
Tell me
the
about
most
it.
unappealing sound, in my opinion. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, don't be a tryhard. Just don't. Just like have
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
fun, and then it
Mhm.
translates.
Take off your sweatpants, okay?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Mhm.
I didn't wear underwear, dude. I'm sorry.
Like put on some comfy socks and like start freestyling on top of this house beat and see what happens. You know.
Right, right.
And that's how a lot of our hooks are. It's just like, okay, idea, and then how do we get there? How do we portray this idea?
Right,
And
right.
then next thing we know, we got a track. But it's just fun, man. Like we
Good.
dick around. That's
yeah,
it.
we
That's
write
the
about real
best.
shit too.
Yeah.
like-
in a fun way.
in a fun way. Like, yeah.
And it translates to when we play it live, we get fucking pumped because we're like, we know that we had fun doing this,
Mhm.
Right.
and we're having fun doing this, and everyone else has fun. So we're just like, fuck yeah, this is it.
lit.
This is it.
Yeah, it's the best, dude. It's
Right.
the
Yeah,
vibe.
part of the fun doing it is knowing how it's going to be received later.
Exactly.
You know, you're
Right.
like, I'm doing this fucking thing.
Speaking
Yeah.
of like
hell yeah.
Body Drip nailed it on the
Oh, yeah.
at the festival this weekend.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh
the
yeah,
boys-
let's go.
the
Body
I
drip?
saw one.
Gotta make that
yeah.
body
I know.
drip.
I saw one story where it was playing. I was like, ooh,
It's the one I
there it
mixed.
is.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Shout out Co-Factor Boys.
Oh, that's one of yours.
They were so
That's one
happy
that you
about
sent to
it.
them.
Oh, they
oh,
liked
they,
it.
oh, they liked
Yeah,
it.
They were so
Okay.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
group collaboration.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
a lot we're gonna be sending your way because
Sure.
we got a lot to do, and I'm
I got
going
time.
to Fiji for Thanksgiving, so I'm taking off.
Send them a bag, dude.
Yeah,
We've
fun.
got like 14 or something right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Look at you guys go. Fuck yeah. That's
we're-
what's
more
up.
than that.
We have not stopped.
Let me check my schedule.
Yeah.
I can fit you guys in.
Yeah. No, we just have fun, man. And
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. That's
We
what
also
it-
need
that's
your
what it's
payment
about.
methods,
Yes.
but we'll get to that
We'll
later.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, we
later.
can talk about that. Pod doesn't need to know about that.
We'll edit that out. It's fine.
I'll bleep it out. It'll just be one long.
Homies
like,
supporting homies
Will-
out here.
Yeah, no, that's
For
the
real.
fucking realist right there.
Yeah.
Actually,
The fucking high tide rises all boats. Okay,
that's right.
facts.
everybody
Fucking
goes up.
Damn
all
right. Say it again, Caleb.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounded
High
nice.
tide.
Oh, hallelujah.
Hey,
Oh.
Where's the field recorder?
I know, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But for real
so
though,
true, though.
Yeah.
big sheesh.
Big sheesh.
We're glad to
Big
help.
sheeshes.
It's
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
And
You guys are
we
crushing
need the
it.
practice anyway.
it's practice too. Yeah,
So it's great.
it's great, and it's
It is nice.
different practice. That's more important. I can write a song to mix like whenever, but like someone else's that I don't know the vibe, like I have to sit there and listen to it and catch it, and
Yeah.
then start working from there and start figuring out what the track wants as
Yeah.
opposed to what I want. I'm just listening to what like needs to happen as opposed to my songs. I get carried away. I'm like, oh, I got to change the hi hat again.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Where
And then
in this I don't
you're
have the
forced.
option.
Yeah.
I have to be like, all right, what can I do? What I
Make
got to
it work.
EQ this thing to make this hi hat pop more than this one.
Mm.
You know, in this way because it just helps the mix,
Right.
and that's just it's fun as fuck, dude.
It's
a good
very
time.
objective.
Yes,
It's just like,
yes,
oh, this needs this.
yeah.
This needs this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple
Very
creative
fucking
things,
fun.
and then it's straight bare bones. Just
Yeah.
So fun.
do
And then
the
you're
thing.
also you're making the track for other artists, you know. So
Right.
you have that in the back of your head, like, oh, they're gonna hear a little bit more than the common listener, you know.
well that
So you're
that's
gonna
true
want to put
too.
in that extra
The
20,
psychology.
30%.
Well, yeah, that's also why you add a little bit
Oh, you
of
want
sauce.
you want to get a report back that it was sick as fuck. You
Of
know,
course.
Like,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a
You know?
tier and a standard that you set,
Yeah.
not only for yourself. It's like I want to
100%.
impress.
Yeah.
And that's fuel.
This is
right
what I
there.
do.
Right.
Yeah.
And
right.
Good at it.
You guys are fucking great at it.
Yeah,
Fuck
for
yeah.
real.
Appreciate it.
Those
Yeah,
low
appreciate
end
it.
tricks. I've been trying to like
Clearing space.
apply that so
Nice.
that you guys don't have to do it.
What is the low end tricks
So like
for the audience?
cutting, kind of like just like cutting the samples so that like there's more space in between the
mhm.
kick and the sub to kind of like let
It's a
that
haircut.
shit groove. you
Right,
know?
right.
Yeah, yeah,
open
yeah.
open
My
the
shit's-
pocket a little bit.
Yeah, because like I always like it's kind of obvious, right? Like kick, short kick, long bass. Your long kick, short bass. But
Right.
like we
Right.
don't consider like the time in between those elements and
Right.
like
Mhm.
Yeah.
the space that does allow that shit to really like pump and like work as like a team. It's really cool.
Mhm.
Preach it, brother Rain.
You
Let's
can hear
go.
it on, this,
No,
on that
it's-
sub, bro. You can hear that shit, bro.
Jesus
Christ.
Dude,
we need
that-
the loop.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Dude, we've been fucking so pumped on just Low End Theory,
Oh yeah.
like that kind of shit
It's a
lately.
good album.
Low End Theory. Oh, wait, I think
A
think
Tribe
that's
Called
isn't that a band?
No, it's an album by Tribe Called Quest, dude.
It's
Yeah,
also
those
a
guys.
band.
One of the best hip hop albums of all time.
Ever.
It's
Shout out
so
Fife.
fucking fire, dude. Shout out Fife, fucking Q-Tip, all the boys, dude.
Yeah.
God damn, I love that album. Anyways,
Phenomenal.
Yeah, no, you're
Low
good.
end, we are hooked
Low End
on.
Theory, yeah,
Retweet,
we've just been
retweet.
hyped on
Hooked on
it
Low.
for the fucking past like what year and a half at this point.
I
now? We're
mean,
just
for the
like,
last like
how do we
4
get
years.
into
the
this
most
fucking
annoying-
So
It's the most annoying
Chonky.
thing to figure out.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And one thing that
absolutely.
we like started going and going to a bunch of house shows in town, kind of going like, okay, how do we trying to figure out connections and like, what does it sound like in the club and how good are the DJs and all the things, all the little research that we wanted to do.
Right.
And we're
Espionage.
in the club and we're like, every single one of these fucking songs is like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's just sub bass. And then you get like fucking
Some
2K
top
and up.
end. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's annoying.
There's
Like,
no mids.
I want to hear the mids. So
Yeah.
what we just started working on was like, how do we get the low end to be less like they're like fucking in your face the whole time, just to get more out of the room, basically.
Right.
So we haven't released anything. Whatever,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
gonna
But
hear
we
that shit soon.
specifically are just making songs because we want them to play nice in the club.
Right.
So we're like, we abandon all release rules. We're just gonna make songs specifically for the club. Let's see if we can get things to like really bounce in there. And that was one of the things we were like, there's too much low end happening at any given time. You got to make less of the low end. Like it's not like it's too loud. Maybe it is, but
That's not. Yeah. That's
it's
not
more
the point.
so it's happening too often.
Yeah.
So
the
it just
lengths
is
are too long.
Right. It's too
Not enough
legato.
The
breathing
waterfall
room.
fucking drop off in the room is not short.
Yeah.
Basically, the room can't expunge the
Right.
last sine wave before the next one comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
So it's-
cluttered.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing that happens a lot is, as if you're looking at the club sideways, speakers are on this side. Here's you, or here's the wall. As that sine wave hits the other one, it's coming back. So
Mm.
another sub coming too early is going to get phased out.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get as good of a sub hit the second time because now it's phasing with the reflection of the first.
Yeah.
So keeping those bad boys tight.
And that's happening times like 1,000.
right.
So like, how
exactly.
can you fucking mediate that shit as
Correct.
best as possible?
Because the mixing guy in the room is just gonna like push down on your fundamental and kill the vibe.
Mhm.
You're just gonna be like, oh, the lead needs less sub. You're like, fuck. Like you just have
Which
to.
is not the point.
no
at all.
There's a way around it, and that's what we're trying to fucking
Right.
Yeah.
master
It's just
and preach.
space.
Yeah.
What are
You
you,
need
what are you filling
space.
your mids with instead?
It could be anything. It could be a
20-second
lead.
reverbs
and-
only.
I mean, a
You want
snare's
no
hitting
clarity
in the
there.
mids.
Um,
Any kind of lead element hits in
Yep.
the
Like
mids.
your drums are sitting in
vocals.
vocals.
Perhaps like a mid bass,
the mids. Okay.
if you want to do something like that.
I like to do that.
I like a
Mhm.
sub and a mid bass that don't go together. They kind of like feed off of each other a
Yeah.
little
Like
bit.
a high sub and a low, or what do you mean?
Like a sub and then like a bassy kind of a sound, but
Like a
it's like at like
tonal or
150
tonal.
hertz, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
right. It
a
doesn't
couple
have
octaves
sub.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bass guitar typically is like that.
Right.
It's not really
Yeah.
subby.
No.
It's like
Got
it's
tone.
more mid
Yeah.
Right.
than anything.
Right.
Gotcha.
Which that's what I'm talking about. It's like 150 and up is like where the mid starts.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of been doing is like I've been using this wall sub bass plugin for like the top basses is what I call them. Like,
Okay.
Right.
And I'm
Mhm.
cutting it around like 140 and like just letting that thing kind of sit up top in the mids so that it just has like tonal element because like you want your low end to just be round. You know, you
Mhm.
just want that clean sign and then like the tonal stuff can come from like the mid range. So that
Mhm.
waltz is sick. Iglesias makes it. I don't
Oh,
know if
okay.
it- It's pretty. It's pink. It looks like
It's
Really?
hot.
Let's
It's
go.
a it's a
Wood
fucking
button.
sexy Corvette of a plugin. I'll
Let's
say.
go.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
pink.
Okay.
And it even has like
Shout out.
colors, which is like,
Yeah,
okay,
you
what
can
kind of
color the
mood are
bass.
you gonna go for? Are you going?
Uh.
You feeling spicy? Let's get it in red. You,
You
want a
could
little
go
What is it
sad,
called?
Let's get it
Bunch of
blue.
different ones.
Let's
Wolsa
go.
WOLSA bass by Woodland Studios.
Yeah, you put me onto that, Rain, and
Iglesias put me onto it. He's fucking a dope dude on top of being a great producer, and he's in kick and bass to just talk about this. And
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard of this one.
He was like
Oh,
Ferrari.
Look at
"Isn't
that.
hot?" Like the wood buttons, like
yeah,
in
it's old
different
school.
colors and
Yeah,
shit. He
it's
built
cute.
that by hand,
Is
and
it
it's
a synth?
modeled after a real synth. Yes.
Okay.
It's cool as fuck.
And
Okay, nice.
yeah.
nice.
Is
That's
it a
very
sampled
sick.
synth?
Very
Or
user
is
friendly.
it a digital?
What's cool is like
It's a bass synth.
a lot of people like who produce in the
That's
minimal
cool.
genre, like Detlef or Latman or
They got a Clooney plugin. I think.
Clooney, yeah, like all these
Oh, there you
guys.
go.
They
Sosa.
yeah, they make like the Camel Fat. They make their own plugins, which you've actually heard, maybe releases, and they
Oh,
title
for
them
sure, yeah.
based on the track, so you can kind of reference like, oh, I want to track, I want a top bass that sounds like that top bass in Who Knew by Lapman. Okay, he's got that one. Boom. All right, let's start.
Oh, that's
there.
crazy.
And then you
That's
just
super
play
tight.
with like
Sure.
you play with like the release and the
That
attack
makes
to
sense.
kind of make it longer, shorter,
Yeah. Have you guys heard of the plugin Nani?
No.
Nani.
Caleb, well, you should. Don't put it on stream. It's a little
Is it
mature.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
N-A-N-I?
Like-
N-A-N-I
We're sex
distortion.
positive, dude.
Folks,
It
you guys
is
can look at
Let's
it.
go. I'm just
Very-
saying for Twitch might take it down, depending on which version we find. But it's a distortion plugin, and
Is
it
this like the
honestly sounds
anime?
sick. Yeah, it's the anime one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there's little Nana.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Download to uncensored.
Yeah,
okay.
I've seen this.
And then,
Oh, there's
there's
sensors.
tentacles.
you gotta
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
it does censor.
turn
But
up
yeah,
the
it fucking
hentai.
shows everything. Yeah, the more you, yeah,
Turn
it's
that
large
shit
and-
up.
Yeah,
Look at this.
It's
If
like a
only I had
rated
a
R.
plugin.
What
Large
the
anime
fuck is
breasts.
a Data Life one?
Sausage fat.
Sausage
now.
fat.
Sausage
Yeah.
fat. Yeah.
It's a rated R version. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's V2.
Exactly.
This
Yeah.
is the black market.
But it's
Uh,
probably
hilarious.
better because
There's-
sausage fatter sucks.
right.
Oh, it sure does.
yeah.
I
It's
kind of want it.
hilarious.
It's
It's only
I
like
don't
20
even
bucks, and
have
it
it.
actually sounds fucking really, really good. Like I was surprised.
Uh-oh.
Well, you actually have to confirm that you're 18.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Oh, I don't know. Just
$20. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Here,
20
here,
bucks.
20
folks.
bucks to take that chick's
This
shirt
is
off?
what it looks like.
Dude, and there's
Oh,
like
no.
5 different characters.
Sign me up.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of different characters.
I'm
and shit.
subscribing.
Yeah.
Dude.
One of them's like a dude who's like the perfect, like handsome, like ripped fucking
Right.
guy, and he has like a rose in his mouth.
Oh, I'm in
So
there.
silly. Yeah.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
fun.
That's great.
We love all of it.
So go check out Nani. All our listeners.
Me
I
out
was
there.
I was
and
too
Nani.
mesmerized by like the visual aspect of it. What does it do sonically?
It's
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
distortion plugin.
You have to
Distortion.
turn up the
Distortion.
hentai.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's right.
Excuse me.
It doesn't do anything. You
So
just
is-
turn knobs.
Is
and-
hentai drive?
I don't
I
remember.
don't know. Or-
I got the
think
demo
so,
like
because
months ago.
color is the other knob.
Okay.
So it must be drive.
Yeah, it's got to be drive.
Must be drive.
Yeah. And then there's a couple
Tight.
different there's like 6 different algorithms in it that just give like harsher tones or softer tones or
Have-
darker or whatever.
So color. Yeah.
Have you guys heard
Yeah,
of
outside of
Freakshow
the color
Industries?
knob though. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what it's doing, but
Freak
Yeah.
Show Industries.
oh, Freakshow's fucking sick. Yeah, we definitely got to check these out.
What is this? What are we getting into?
There's some crazy
There's 3.
plugins.
One of them is like a distortion with a wow and flutter, like a big crush. That one's crazy. One of them
Cool.
is some sort of like reverser delay type thing, and then one's a frequency shifter.
Whoa.
So Mishby is
Mishby's the best.
It's a tape distortion guy, but it's got a bunch of other fucking shit. I'll pull it up here in a
Mhm.
Tape
second.
abomination.
You can get them all
You're
for free,
speaking
boys.
Yeah, you can get 'em
sweet
for
nothing,
free.
I'm
sir.
just
There
gonna
you
take a picture.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Like we're
Dude, play around with these. They're so
Dumpster.
fun.
we're fully
Fire.
torched for this right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So-
and they
Have an
look sick.
erection.
They're so
Fully
playful.
torqued right now.
What you do is you click steal, you know,
Oh wow! And, there's
And
like
then
a
you-
pentagram and everything.
and then
Yeah,
you,
it's gnarly.
That's
and then you
fucking
click
hard.
underpay.
That's mad.
So you just throw
Underpay.
10 bucks their way and it's yours?
You can pay 0.
I
You
think
can you can
yeah,
steal
No
it from
way.
their site. Yeah,
yeah.
they have
Wow.
this
There's a
way
donation
to do
option.
it.
So they give you the option to pay them, but it's not required.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
give some money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
honestly,
We
yeah.
donate out here.
There you go.
Let's
We're
go.
Yeah, we
patrons
gotta-
of the arts.
We got to provide to the community, keep this shit
Yeah.
alive.
Let's go.
Yeah, you make shit that look like that, and I'm gonna give you money.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
No, they're-
Please
Right.
bring that artistry to
Cross-
the
Fuck
fucking
Hentai
plugins.
and Satan stuff.
Yeah.
We're
100%.
rocking right now.
Oh, do you
got
have
merch?
it, Caleb?
I have them all.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we could show you. We can literally show
Yeah,
you.
let's do a quick demo here.
You guys heard of Vectrix?
I think so.
I haven't. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
Lapman uses this. It's like a sequenced effects. So you can sequence like when you want like grain or when you want delay
yeah.
in the pattern.
I think I have that maybe.
Okay.
and then like adding that to like a random
Oh yeah.
thing, and it's just like you're just shit boo boo.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, okay. Caleb, maybe just do like a sine wave.
No.
Ooh.
That was insane.
There we go.
Sample pack is
Here we
this?
go.
That's just all my samples. I just searched break,
Hell yeah.
so you could find a fucking break here.
This is really pretty.
Yeah.
We have our own
Wig.
clipper that we're gonna make. It's gonna be called the scalper,
Yeah.
Tight.
and it'll just be someone's.
As you turn it up, it's somebody's slowly getting scalped.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
That needs to go in the fridge, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
no, it's
Scalper.
up here. That's a firm one.
Yeah.
We've been over that.
So we'll do Mishby first. See if quality. Let's get those out of the way real quick. And those. So quality. You know. It's
Okay.
just low pass. It's just a low pass. Yeah.
Filter.
Noise.
Okay.
It just literally adds noise. It's not even that good of a noise.
Distortion.
Yeah. Yeah, like an overdrive. And
Yeah,
then
you mind
this
taking
distortion.
the headphone jack for me? Nice.
Is that better?
No.
They're a little
There.
fidgety
Bingo.
sometimes.
Is it good?
Now I can hear out of
Okay.
both my ears.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So there's a distortion, and then there's this thing.
Ooh. This is changing the
I've
pitch?
no
Can you automate
idea.
That
that?
one's just weird.
It's called self-care. Who
Can
knows
you
what the fuck
automate
that
it?
is?
It almost sounds forminty.
Yes,
or
you-
something.
Forminty
you can
and Bit Crush a
automate
little.
it.
Awesome.
Here's a bit crush,
Because that would be
Oh,
cool.
that's the Bit Crush one, yeah.
which is one of the best bit crushes.
Wow.
And then if you like glitchy stuff, that one under it.
This,
Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah.
it's panning.
it does a bunch of shit.
Okay. Yeah. That's sick.
Right.
It's kind of like the override thing that I sent you. But
Yeah. I forget what that thing's called.
And then it just looks crazy.
And then
as
you can
fuck.
sit here and fucking just detune the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's like detune, wow, and flutter.
That's so cool.
Little unicorn.
And it's
Kind
not
of cool.
even changing the BPM or anything.
No.
It's like staying on beat. It's just like altering the pitch.
This one's one of my favorites.
Oh,
Dumpster
dumpster fire.
Oh.
So sick, dude.
That's cool for an atmospheric
Yeah, like spatial.
Right.
background space, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a frequency shifter and a cabinet together or something,
And a delay.
and a delay.
Wow.
If you want to make some
Wow.
black metal house.
Yeah, dude. That's some Viking metal.
It's crazy. And then there's a back mask, which is
Back
like a
mask.
reverser guy. And this one's fun to automate and make into a mud pie machine.
Whoa, these are cool little animations. They did
Yeah.
a really great job building this.
Dude, right? And all the animations change based off of like what you're using in the plugin, which
Yeah.
is kind of just fun.
And it's so hard to know what anything does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like plug and play.
Yep.
Which is cool
Oh
because
no, it
like
crashed.
random, like we're just looking for random,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
chaos.
you know,
Fucking.
straight up chaos,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like
It's the
finding
best.
little moments.
Yeah, if you chain a bunch of those together with a bunch of randoms happening,
yeah,
oh yeah, baby. You're going to
That's
come up with
sick.
some weird ass
put all
sounds.
those
Right.
knobs on LFOs. They're just
Yeah,
random,
yeah,
just like
exactly.
fucking ripped.
Blend
go,
out.
go make some tea. Come back.
Yeah,
Correct, correct.
yeah.
And it like depends on what you throw into it. You could throw an ARP into it that's really pretty and get
Yeah.
a certain type of mud pie. You could throw in a sine wave, just a pure sine wave,
Yeah.
and see what happens. You could throw in a break, or you could throw in drums or vocals,
Yeah,
and it's every time it's gonna be fucking wild.
That's
Mhm.
sick.
The mud
Yeah.
pie is where it's at.
that's gonna contribute to our fuck. Well, if that ain't something.
Dude,
Yeah, we might need to make a new
sure.
pack.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
Oh shit!
Or that could be
Hell
the fuck
yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
extra rack.
Fuck
the
squared.
V2.
Fuck
yeah.
squared.
The expansion pack, dude. It's fucking DLC right there.
Yeah, straight up.
That's sick.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Well,
boys.
that about does it.
Oh, wow.
That's the end of the show
Damn,
right there.
that was like 5 minutes. Man.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I
the
know.
weirdest thing? When it's a good one, time just fucking flies, right?
Sheesh.
For sure.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So let everybody know where they can find you guys.
Oh, so on the Instagrams,
Yep.
Shady Jones Music.
On all
Let's go.
platforms.
We have stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do we make the announcement about the thing that we're working on? MS?
There's not a lot of people watching. It doesn't matter.
You don't have to announce anything if you don't want
You're
to.
acting mad.
Yeah, so we started a record label.
Hey.
Oh, no shit? What?
Yeah. So
Dan, did we just get that exclusive?
Label
Fuck it.
exclusive.
there's a tattoo on Rain's arm that proves it.
Oh,
It's
holy
official.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
So yeah,
What was it called?
Mad Sus
And
Records.
Sus and Dave mixed the
I did
track.
mix that tune.
Let's go. I love it.
It
Hell
won't
yeah.
be released on Mad Sus, but as of right now, we're not gonna release that one. We're gonna go outwards with that one.
Sure.
Fuck
To
yeah.
bring people inwards.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
dope. Can
See
I
how
send you guys
I
my
made a heart?
1920s polka music?
Here's a heart.
Will you release
1,000%.
Yeah, you can. We'll listen to everything.
it? Let's
Yeah.
go.
We will.
You should listen to one or two of his tunes. We can do that outside.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
can share tunes.
Polka,
But we're going with
I don't
like
make
a
actually. I don't actually make polka.
dark,
polka shoegaze.
yeah, right.
dark minimal vibe. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we've got some submissions coming in already from some of our close homies, and we're
Fuck
going
yeah.
to open that
Hell
up
yeah.
eventually. But
Let's go, dude.
You guys are working on one, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, that goes.
but yeah,
Dave's
Um,
got to touch it.
Spotify soon. You know, with our release that should be out.
Yeah, we'll be on Beatport and all that shit too.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah,
otherwise, Owie, who is Owie Music, right?
yeah. Who is Owie?
Who is Owie? And then I'm just Rain Talk. But no one knows how to spell that, which is pretty cool.
Spell it.
REINTAHK. I'm a Swede boy.
Hey.
Vikings.
He's a Swedish.
And I'm a
Viking boys over here.
Swede boy.
Vikings.
I know those guys.
What, the Swedes or the Vikings? Because they're
Never
the
mind.
sea.
That is,
Oh.
doesn't matter.
Well,
It went
gentlemen,
over your head.
this was a fucking
did.
blast
He said
having
he
you on
knows
here.
us.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, this was
Yeah, this
this was
is
a great
dope.
one. Yeah.
Anytime, y'all.
First
We
time
nerded
doing
out.
5 people also.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah.
fucking worked. It seemed great.
Everyone always has a first time doing 5 people.
I'm glad I could share this experience with you guys.
The Pentagon.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Folks, as always, subscribe, share, like, give us 5 stars, or we might kill you.
That's facts.
Send
We
these
have ways
boys
to
some
find you.
donations.
That's right. You can
Yeah.
donate if you want, but more
Yeah.
importantly, go join the Discord.
Just do it.
Always
Tip jar
400.com.
for plugins.
Yeah.
Check out their fucking new record label.
Oh
New
yeah.
music.
That's right, baby.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.